Hi guys, Lindsay
And Tracy.
here with Storybook Family Farm. So today, well, I'll let Tracy tell you.
So we borrowed a pressure washer off of my aunt.
Barb, thank you very much.
Yeah. And I spent a good part of my day pressure washing. I got about 2/3 of the house done today. This used to be all green and nasty algae, and now look, it's just the
Ugly yellow.
ugly yellow that it was painted, but there's no more yucky algae.
Yeah. So basically this house, if you guys haven't been following our journey for very long, the house that we bought had been abandoned for about 4 years or so. No one had lived in it for about 6. But so, yeah, about 3 years or I think 3 years?
It was
3 or 4 years. It's been completely just abandoned.
At least 3 years nobody lived in the house.
Yeah, no one has lived here. No one has done anything. According to neighbors, it's been like 6 or 7 years since anybody has actually like cared about this house and done anything to make it look like a home and stuff, including like mowing the grass and that sort of a thing. So like we bought a fixer-upper that was like in desperate need of a lot of repairs and stuff. But so it felt amazingly satisfying to watch Tracy make it so the house looks brand spanking new. Like, it's still an ugly yellow, but it looks fantastic.
Yeah, and like I have to get up higher, but I have to get a ladder to do that.
Yeah, the pressure washer that we borrowed, it's an electric powered one, so it's not quite strong enough to reach like clear up in the second story. But thankfully for us, the second story really isn't that bad.
Yeah, compared to the rest of it, it was the second story looks amazing compared to what from like the bottom of the second story windows down looked.
Yeah, like it was awful, like god awful and stuff. Like we don't show our house very much in videos because of how bad it looked.
Yeah, it was really green.
Yes. It's supposed to be yellow, but it was very green, and just very dirty and gross and dingy and stuff. But so Tracy got this whole side of the house, which is the driveway side of the house, completely done, and then she got the back side of the house done, which, you know, right in here there's still some staining and that sort of a thing, so she'll probably hit that again tomorrow.
And I have to do up, but I'll have to get up on the roof to do up there because there's no way
above the addition. Tracy will have to get up there.
Yeah, there's no way to reach it from the ground at all.
Yeah, but so she also came over to this side here of the house and started working on this side, which obviously there's still some marks from where there was all the ivy and that sort of a thing. And
I'll have to scrub it with a brush.
Yeah. Up higher, there is still some ivy that we cannot, the power washer is not strong enough to knock the ivy down. So we will have to borrow like an extension ladder from somebody in the future to try to pull the ivy down and then use the pressure washer to then take the rest of the little bits and pieces of the roots and stuff of the ivy off. But yeah, it looks so much better. Like, this is amazing compared to what it was. Like, it was sketchy bad. Like, it was really, really ugly. But so we're pretty pleased that it turned out as nice as it did. You know, obviously above my head there is still a lot of ivy and a lot of work to get done. But there's only so long in the day that Tracy can pressure wash for before she gets tired. You know, it's a tiring job, especially when this house needs like 10 hours or more spent on pressure washing. So it's kind of a lot.
Some of the spots I'm actually probably going to have to use a scrub brush and scrub the siding to try and get the staining off. And like this stuff here, that's about as good as it's going to get with the pressure washer.
This here is some of the roots of the ivy and stuff. Like, even with hitting it with the pressure washer and stuff, it just will not come off. And she was even using like a soap solution type stuff that her aunt gave her to use on the house and stuff, and it will not come off all of the way. So chances are we'll probably have to either just manually scrub it all off or borrow like a gas powered one or something to see if maybe more power is what is actually needed. But I assume that more power would probably take paint off.
I was going to say it would probably just take the paint off, and
you have to turn towards
and the vine stuff would still be stuck to the house.
Yeah, we'd be missing a bunch of paint, and the vine residue would probably still be there because, you know, Mother Nature rules.
Some of it is stuck in the cracks of the siding where the siding overlaps, so the only way to get it out is to scrub it off and pull it off and scrub it off.
Yeah, when I got on the ladder to take the window out and then to reframe all of this and rebuild it and turn it into a wall, I was able to take right along the edge here. You can see that there's a whole bunch of the roots and stuff. There was the vine actually growing behind the siding and stuff. So I was able to actually, I had to take a crowbar and a hammer to actually beat it off of the house. Like it was pretty intense and stuff to get it off because it would not come off easily. So chances are everything that is up higher up in there, we will have to like legit scrub it.
Yeah, I was gonna say the smaller stuff should pull off pretty easily because it has lower.
Yeah.
It's just the bigger diameter stuff.
Yeah, and when I was up on the addition roof right up here earlier today, I was able to pull off quite a bit of the ivy that was left up there, just with my hands and stuff. It wasn't that big of a deal. But yeah, so that's been our adventure today. Has been working on pressure washing the house, and I've also been working on trying to build the frame out for the basement window that needs replaced. So that's been kind of painstaking to do because since this house is such an old house, nothing is square. Nothing is even.
And it's an odd-sized window that there's no way... It would cost us more to order a window to fit that than it probably would to replace one of our bigger windows in our house.
Yeah.
Because it would be a custom size.
Yeah. And even with all of that information, like it's still like there's like a 1/2 inch difference between the two sides of the window to make a frame. So it'd be a nightmare to ever try to order like from a manufacturer any sort of type of window. That was a really loud bang. I don't see anything falling, so that's good. It sounded almost like a big branch just like broke off from a tree in the woods, but I didn't see anything falling, so.
And we're not in the woods, so.
Yeah, everything should be fine. Turkeys might be a little freaked out, but that's okay. But yeah, so the window that I'm working on actively replacing and creating trim for and framing for, it is like 24.5 on one side and 25 inches on the other side, and it's ridiculous and stuff. Like the widths are not the same for the bottom to the top, and then from the one side on the top side to the bottom is not the same as the other side from the top to the bottom. So it's funky. But that's kind of, when we lived in town, our house was very old as well there, and that was pretty much how doing anything with that house was you measure like 25 times and you still go, how does this even compute? Like it doesn't even make sense.
We had to have the basement windows replaced in that house, and they actually could not get windows that size. They had to use a concrete saw and cut the opening bigger and remortar in to put in new windows.
Yeah. And that, obviously if we would have hired a professional to do that here, they would have just done the same thing of just cut the opening to match, a commercial size and stuff, or a, pre-manufactured size. But yeah, so it's kind of a pain in the butt working with a old house because nothing is modern. Nothing is the modern sizes. Nothing is square. Nothing is level and stuff. So it definitely makes it more complicated. But yeah, so we're going to cut this video short so then that way I can finish working on that window, because right now I have a board just leaned up against it. So then that way these guys here don't try to get into the basement, because they would. They would most definitely try, because they're following us everywhere, which I don't know if you guys can hear them on camera or not, but they're pretty annoying. So they're good boys, but yeah, turkeys are kind of dramatic and stuff. But
Especially the boys.
yes, they follow us everywhere. It's kind of comical.
And kind of irritating sometimes.
Yes. You can't walk around without them being right behind you. But anyways, so if you're enjoying our content, please give this video a thumbs up, share it with your friends on social media, and if you haven't already, please subscribe to help us grow. We'd greatly appreciate it. All right, thanks for watching. Have a good one, guys.
Bye.